North Pole is the most desolate, forbidding landscape on the face of the earth. But that has not stopped men from wanting control over that vast flow of snow and ice. But only one man has succeeded in setting up a comfortable home and a thriving business.
Ho, 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 ho. Come on, fellows, let's get back to work.
Not until we discuss a change in the working conditions.
Curio, since when do you speak for the others?
I'm the foreman. We demand a higher salary and better hours.
We can discuss that after Christmas. We only have 6 days left until delivery, Christmas Eve.
That old routine won't work anymore, Santa Claus. We have to earn a decent living. No pay increase, no work.
Then I will hire other elves to finish the toys.
No, Santa, you won't do that either.
And just who is going to stop me?
I will.
Stop this craziness! You're destroying my toys! Who is this madman?
I am Revolt, and I am here to make sure no one crosses the picket line.
In Washington, at the headquarters of the OSI, Office of Scientific Intelligence, Steve Austin is conferring with Oscar Goldman.
Oscar, what is so important that I have to interrupt my Christmas vacation?
I'm sorry, Steve, but we have a very serious situation on our hands.
And of course, only I can handle it.
You should be flattered, Steve. You're my best agent.
I would trade that honor for some time off during the Christmas holidays.
Steve, I received a call from the National Weather Service early this morning.
I didn't know they were part of the Defense Intelligence System.
They most certainly are. We need them for satellite reports, weather forecasts for the Air Force.
I get the idea, Oscar. What's the problem?
The polar ice cap at the North Pole.
Don't keep me in suspense, Oscar.
It's melting, Steve.
You can't be serious. The North Pole melting?
According to my calculations, the temperature under the ice is rising at the rate of 1 degree per hour.
How much time does that leave us?
If the rate of thaw continues at its present speed, the entire northern hemisphere could be under 2 feet of water by Christmas Day.
That's only 5 days from now.
Steve, you must get up to the polar region immediately. You can function without worrying about the weather conditions.
Are there any leads, Oscar?
Just this. We've discovered certain areas are giving off artificial heat. We've been able to pinpoint some of the generating points from our satellite sensors. I suggest we try those areas first.
What do you mean, we, Oscar?
I'm going with you.
Later that morning, on an Air Force jet streaking north to the polar ice cap.
Oscar, do you have any idea who might want to melt the ice cap?
No, I don't. I checked with the Defense Department before we left. There are no reports of enemy action in this sector.
What do the computers show?
We drew a blank there, too. Red light. We're almost at the jump site.
Jump site?
Steve, you're a pilot. You know we can't land on the ice.
Oscar, you didn't tell me about this.
It's too late to argue about it now. There's the green light. See you on the ground. Don't get your feet wet.
After landing on the cold Arctic surface, Steve and Oscar unload the gear they need to find the heat source.
Let me handle the heavy stuff, Oscar.
You never cease to amaze me, Steve.
We, too, are impressed by your great strength. No, do not move. You are covered.
Who are you?
That is none of your business.
If you're going to point that machine gun at me, I would say it's my business. Oscar, I think we can rush this guy.
Careful, Steve. He may be trigger-happy.
No talking. You are to only answer my questions.
My friend and I are here on a natural history expedition for the National Scientific Guild.
Enough of this nonsense. You are spies. Scientists do not parachute out of U.S. Air Force planes. What is your mission here?
We came to see Santa Claus. He's right behind you.
Where?
Now, Oscar.
You didn't really think I'd fall for that old trick, did you?
Steve, I'm hit.
You are my prisoners. Come with me.
After landing on the Arctic terrain, Steve and Oscar were accosted by the enemy agent Revolt at gunpoint, captured and locked up in an old warehouse.
Is the wound serious, Oscar?
I don't think so, Steve. Looks like a scratch. Where are we?
It's a warehouse of some sort.
Look at these boxes. Why, they're loaded with toys.
Oscar, you don't think... Hey, who's that?
Well, I'll be. No, he doesn't really exist.
Who doesn't exist? A fat man with a white beard?
Who are you?
What is the world coming to? Is TV destroying everything? I repeat, I am a fat old man. I have a white beard and a warehouse full of toys, and this is the North Pole.
Oscar, there is a Santa Claus.
They'll never believe this in Washington.
They'll believe anything in Washington, Mr. Goldman and Mr. Austin. Pardon me, Colonel Austin.
How do you know who we are?
From up here, I can see everything. Could we strike a deal in some bionic man dolls? I think it would really help business.
Maybe later, but first tell us what's going on here.
It started out as a labor problem. My workers...
You mean there are elves, too?
Sure, I can't afford full-sized people. They eat too much.
Go on.
Curio, my foreman, organized a strike and called in this gun-toting terrorist, Ramat, to be his enforcer. And they locked me up in here.
But why is he trying to melt the ice cap?
To put the heat on. If he floods out my warehouses by Christmas, I won't be able to deliver any of these toys.
Not to mention what it could do to the entire world.
We'd better hurry. There are only 2 days left until Christmas.
Locked in Santa's warehouse, Steve and Oscar have to figure out a plan to return Santa to control of his toy manufacturing colony. First, they must disarm the terrorist, Ramat.
Getting Ramat's gun shouldn't be too difficult, but we have to help Santa get his elves back to work.
I don't know how to do it.
You might give in to some of their demands.
Never.
Why not? Haven't they worked faithfully for you?
Yes, but this last act was unforgivable.
I'll agree they went overboard, but give them a chance.
In 48 hours, my group will control the world. Major cities will be underwater, and you will all be dead.
Pretty sure of yourself.
I have planned this operation very carefully. Those stupid elves provided the perfect cover. They, too, will soon be prisoners.
Oh, no, we won't. Don't move.
Where did you come from?
I suspected you all along, traitor. I'm sorry, Santa. I should have trusted your judgment. Drop your weapon, Ramat. I have an L5 laser pistol in my hand.
You won't take me!
It's all over, Ramat. You're coming back to the United States to face trial.
First, he's going to tell us where the heat generators are located.
Never!
Let me handle this, Colonel.
He's all yours.
As I was saying, Ramat, before the little skirmish which just took place, this is an L5 automatic laser pistol. It will cut you in half in a matter of seconds. This is your last chance to talk.
I'll tell! I'll tell!
Later, after all the heat generators have been cleared and Oscar has seen that the temperature is falling back to normal, he and Steve prepare to leave with their prisoner.
I don't know how to thank you, gentlemen.
Well, I hate to ask for anything, but I'm sure my office would like to analyze that automatic laser pistol.
Of course. And we will give one to Colonel Austin so he will have something to play with.
You mean it's a toy?
One of my best.